co-host,
Monique.
and today we have some guests. Quita,
Kayla.
Maya.
K Banks is that.
What's tonight's topic, Mo?
Have black women made it hard for a black man to love them?
Okay. What y'all think about that?
Quita.
Girl, how we make it hard? That's what I was just trying to figure out. How we make it hard?
So you think they made it hard?
They make it hard for us first, and then we make it hard for them.
So we just return the energy.
And that's all it is. Like,
Okay. What's the energy? What are we returning?
I feel like black women, they just take a lot of things for long periods of times that often make them resentful in the end. So after a while, if something doesn't work out after a certain period of time and they've stayed in it for so long, when they go to the next thing, they're not taking certain shit no more. And it's not that they're hard to love, they have boundaries and they want to be respected in different ways. There's just certain things that are non-negotiable anymore.
Right, so you saying like, for example, that one toxic relationship may have ruined it for all the other men after?
I wouldn't say ruined, I would say make them give her what she's worth.
Yeah, so it raised red flags,
Yes.
and now she
The
knows what to
standards,
look
The
out
standards
for.
are
The
higher.
bar has
Standards.
Yes.
Well, then again, a lot of black women are like more independent. So we have that mindset where we don't need a man.
first
And
of
a
all,
lot of
we the money makers.
A lot of, exactly.
But
A lot of men.
But still like to have that companionship and that
Yeah, but a
partnership.
lot of men don't want a female doing better than them. You get what I mean?
That's
But 9 times out of
insecurity.
10, the female is more better than you. That be that bullshit.
That's a personal problem.
Right. So I feel like this. I feel like it starts with the women. And I feel like it started with our mothers. So let me give y'all an example. Our mothers, they raised the women to cook, clean, be independent. And so we are so headstrong. And it's like, whoa, we became masculine and these men are more feminine than we are. And it's like we're looking for a man, that masculine energy. But because of the way that they were raised and the way that women were raised, it's like the roles switch.
I agree. It's like we decide to accept the love that we watch our mothers receive and they watch their mothers receive. And men want and accept the love that they watch their moms give and receive because they're seeing things from both sides of the spectrum and they're acting accordingly from both sides of the spectrum. Well, I feel like women, they do what they were taught. Like I feel like what am I trying to say? Like we were taught something and then we have created our own mindset from the things that we were taught. While oftentimes men, they're taught something and that's what they know.
We're definitely
You know what I
two
mean?
different species.
Absolutely.
Definitely two different species.
So why is it that like we see men go after, like, okay, when they date us, they dog us, but then when you see them with a white woman or a Hispanic woman, they treat them like they're a queen? Why?
They dogging them too. They
They
dogging them
taking
too.
care of them.
Don't be fooled. They dog, cause black bitches take care of niggas too now.
But not like white women.
But-
Crazy as fuck.
Not
Black
like
bitches
white
take care of
women.
niggas cause they ain't got that money like the white women. But best
And white-
about
But
that,
you gotta
that's
think
why
about it
it
because
seems
a lot
like
of white, just because they white women don't mean they gonna put up with more than because you have some white women are more crazier than black women.
And they have standards too. Black women, I ain't gonna say we don't have standards, but we settle for the bare minimum.
Yeah.
In a lot of situations, we take our men as they are. A white woman is, I'm not gonna say not because you just
We try to build our men most of the time.
Yeah, we do.
they just do it like once a nigga gets so comfortable, you know what I'm saying? That's something that they gonna always do. Once a cheater, always a cheater. They just get with the white bitch, and the white bitch accepts a little more than what the black woman will accept. Because white women look at it as he's still coming home. black women look at it as you giving something that's mine to somebody else.
There's still that man peace, no matter where. If he's gonna
because they shut the fuck up. We not gonna shut the fuck up.
But my thing is, why not shut the fuck up if you're still gonna be there?
Because first of all, if I'm paying all the bills, I'm not shutting the fuck up.
But if you're still gonna be there, let that man cheat in peace.
So you have no reason to talk shit. I wouldn't have nothing to say if you was doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
What the fuck I'm gonna complain about?
So a man is out taking care of business, doing his best, and he's getting hit by society. He's getting hit by everything in the outside world. He comes home and then gotta get
But
bullshit
how often
from
do you
you
find
too.
it though?
I was about to say
Every man has to go. Every man has to go outside. They get turned down from jobs because they're black. They get turned down from jobs.
It's not because they black, it's because of their background.
Right, okay, so they had, no, not all the time. I work in corporate America, and if that name comes through and it looks black, scratch through that name.
That does happen to women too, though.
It does.
A lot of times I don't even enter what my color is on my job
I don't either.
application.
I don't
put
either.
Maya. I don't put my full name.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of times, it's much harder. Let's be clear. It's much easier for a black woman to be in corporate America than for a black man.
That is
So they give these black men these low income jobs or these hard ass working jobs, so they come home like they're tired. They get to the point where they don't want to do this shit anymore. They're dealing with all the shit. They get pulled over because they're black. They already look suspicious. They dealing with all this shit in the outside world. They walk through that door and then here go your bullshit.
Okay, so
guess what? We go through the same thing. Do we not want to? And we got kids on top of that. We don't have no kids.
I'm only gonna give you bullshit if you bring me bullshit. So therefore, if all the bullshit I'm gonna give you, if you doing everything you're supposed to do, why would I give you bullshit? But if you out here trying to die me, I'm gonna give you bullshit.
Period. I don't give a fuck how bad of a day you done had, because you don't know how bad of a day I've had. I've had a bad day too. Baby, I work 12 hours too. Baby, the police harassed me with my 22s too. Baby, you know what I mean? I get the same shit. So how is it okay for them, you know, but it's not okay for a woman? A woman's supposed to suck it up, deal with it, move past it, and still serve their man. Fuck that shit. The nigga gonna serve me. We gonna serve each other, because if we not gonna do each other the same way, I'm not gonna cater to no nigga.
Period.
That's not catering to me.
Period. I agree.
Period. We have hard days too. Most of these women out here making more money and taking care of more shit than what a lot of these niggas, I'm not saying all of them, because some of y'all be on y'all shit, but a lot of these niggas really is not fucking with these females. We have bad days. We have our kids all the fucking time.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we get harassed too because we black now. You know, we might not get harassed as much because we females, but baby, I done got pulled over several times for no reason, just because I ride with women. You know what I mean? So we have hard days too.
And I think the biggest thing that creates issues though, and all of this, is lack of communication about how they're really feeling. I feel like it's a competition about who done had it worse, or I've been through this already. I already been through this. You should be sympathetic towards me. But instead of communicating, damn, you made me feel this way, we're mad and they're mad. They didn't communicate and we didn't communicate because we feel like they should know already. And 9 times out of 10, them niggas do not fucking know. Like,
it's not that they don't know, baby. They don't care.
And then most
they don't care.
You
These
would be
niggas know.
you would be very surprised at how many don't know.
And a lot of dudes don't show their emotions or don't
because they were not
their
taught
feelings.
to.
But my thing is, if we haven't did anything to you,
it's the excuses. Society makes so many
we had to learn how to do that.
Society makes so many excuses for men. You know what I'm saying? They do have it hard. They are judged because they are black. You know what I mean? They are, you know, put on a red flag, a holler, or whatever you want to call it. But it be the excuses for me. Because it's niggas out here that got a record. It's niggas out here that look like motherfucking strong black men ready to get pulled over by the police. And they're making that shit happen. They're making it work. They're making it happen. It's too many jobs out here hiring felons for these niggas to not have a fucking job.
But period.
Period. It's too many of them. Nigga go work at McDonald's if you don't want to work nobody. I don't give a fuck. Lower your standards to hire them shits. Some sometimes you gotta get that shit out of the mud. Period. Like, how dare you sit at the house while your girl or whoever does everything and expect her to shut the fuck up?
That's their mother raised.
Because at the end of the day, if I'm making more money than you,
it's not just about the fact of making more money.
How can you tell me to shut the fuck up when I make more than you?
But it's not about that though. It's not about making more money.
You ain't trying to do shit.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about not doing shit. It's not about how much money you make, because I worked jobs to where I didn't make that much and I still made it work.
You made it work.
So motherfuckers can do that shit on jobs that is not giving you $25 an hour, but they choose not to. It's the priorities that a lot of times these niggas got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really about the money that you making. It's really about how you working that shit. How you working that shit and how are you maintaining the household? Because nigga, if that one job only paying you $11, go get a part-time.
So I hear y'all talking about money. Is that where the stress? It seems like it stems from the financial.
The stress come from the niggas that thinking they need more than one motherfucker.
I feel like money just plays.
Money, it's a big role. You get what I mean? Because that shit out here free.
But it's not the main source. It's not the main source. It's definitely not the main source.
No.
You know, because it's other issues other than money. It's niggas out here with money and still. Child, I would not want them at all.
So if it's a man with money and he's doing all of those things, are you more willing to accept it because he's taking care of business at home?
No, baby. But you're more willing to work with that shit. I mean, I'm just being real, because don't think you finna go out there and get no perfect ass nigga. You know, all these niggas dibble and dabble and dip and shit. You know, all of them do. These bitches do too. These bitches do too. If you finna get with a nigga thinking that, oh, this nigga ain't gonna never motherfucking do me wrong, you living in a fairy tale. Because that's what life comes with. It comes with trials and tribulations and shit like that. You're gonna go through a little bit. Not saying that that's love, you know, but you're gonna have disagreements and shit. And you never know. Shit happens.
Honestly, I feel like
that does not mean you gotta accept it. But I'm just saying, that don't make it no better that he made money, but that does soften the motherfucking load. I don't give a fuck when nobody say that shit softens the load. Like, nigga,
So what is your definition of a good woman?
Taking care of household, taking care of the kids if you got any, making sure your man straight, matching whatever he brings to the table. And you know, cooking, cleaning, you know, the regular. You know, pleasing your man in bed, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you could do all them things and still
get fucked on.
Yeah. So therefore, nowadays, it's like, what's the point of being a good woman and you can't trust a man, period. You could never be able to trust a man that you sleep with 100% nowadays. And it's so, I don't know, it's fucked up in a way. But
and
like,
it's so funny how these bitches think, oh, my nigga ain't gonna cheat on me. Oh, my nigga love me.
No, honestly, I feel like for a man, it's meant for a man to cheat. They meant to be dogs.
No, I think the person
because if that's
they are. So why? Tell me why.
Because I feel like if that's your person, and I mean like you're a person who you're supposed to spend your life with, they would not even see other women in the way that they see you. They would not be vulnerable
point in their life. But it takes men a long time.
And they're not ready for you, so therefore they're not your person.
And vice versa, the woman has to be ready to accept their person.
I feel like as a woman, we don't have to like, a woman is not too quick to go out here and cheat. You get what I mean? A woman ain't just gonna go out here and cheat on a man they're dealing with. So therefore, if you're dating a man and you go out here and cheat, it's because what?
You a hoe.
I ain't even gonna say a hoe, but it's
women
because
that go out here and cheat is because they're getting their lick back,
or they're not,
or they're lacking something in their
hoe,
relationship,
or
or they're really over the relationship, and you know.
But I beg to differ because a lot of women, I don't know, maybe just me. When you're over a relationship, why cheat? Just leave.
Yeah, but.
That's why I said shit hoe.
Depending on the situation.
I like how you said that.
Maybe they're comfortable.
Depending on the situation, that man could be paying all the bills or whatnot. That woman ain't working. It's kind of hard to get up and leave when you comfortable with how you living. You get what I mean? A lot of women ain't just gonna go out here and sleep with no other nigga for a lit back. You get what I mean?
A lot of them do.
A lot of them do, but a lot of them don't. But my thing is, and my thing is, 9 times out of 10, when you get that lit back, something always happen. You end up pregnant. You end up doing something. It's like always a goddamn
that karma comes back.
You get what I mean? Quick as hell. So it's like, why go out here and get your lit back? I ain't never been the type of get my lit back. You get what I mean?
And that happened to me.
Why you so? That bitch said shit I have ain't nothing happened to me.
So I mean, like, who sets the tone? Do y'all feel like? So you don't think it's the women that make it hard for men? You feel like it's the man that set the tone, and then the woman just reacts.
I mean, in a way, now
sometimes that shit go
true.
back to their mama. What Summer Walker said?
I want to start with your mama.
She should have whooped your ass. Okay, I'm not playing. A lot of times it does, because if you don't have that mother figure in your life to kind of like guide you a little bit with what women need, you know what I'm saying? What is required to keep a woman. Sometimes they kind of throw them niggas off balance. And some niggas have that in their life, but then they don't have their dad.
So I want to know, y'all, we added a new guest too, Miss Kia. Thank you for
Happy birthday.
Oh, wait, no, it's
his birthday.
It's my husband's birthday, you guys. Nice to meet everyone.
So again, for Kia, what we're discussing today is, have black women made it hard for black men to love us? And you are a married woman, right?
I definitely am.
So what is your perspective on that?
A lot of patience, a lot of grace, a lot of being solid within yourself, knowing who you are. Whatever your belief is, stay strong in that. That's all I have for right now at this moment. Yeah.
But do you think that us as black women have made it hard for black men to love us?
No. I mean, like, I feel like why, and this may be very controversial, because I'm a controversial person.
Speaking.
Like, why is this even a topic in the first place? You know what I'm saying? What makes you even think that black women made it hard? How you ain't know that black men didn't make it hard for the woman? But we're not going to talk about that, because I'm not here to bash males at all, because there's a lot of great men that are out here. Great men, great black men.
What it is.
So we're not going to talk about that, because on each gender, there's shit on both sides. So... yeah, at the end of the day, it just depends on your upbringing, I feel. You can be a victim, by it, or you can prevail. Yeah, this should go deep in me.
Hold on, Maya. So you were saying that, hold on, say it again.
I feel like black men feel like how women feel. And I feel like the disconnect is that we have a super hard, time explaining that to each other. Like, we're literally going through the same fucking things, but each party thinks they have it harder than the next. So we're begging each other for understanding. We're begging each other for communication, to tell us what the fuck you need to be happy and what we need to be happy. We want to be heard, and it's like nobody wants to fucking talk about it. Like, we don't talk about it. We think that the other person is supposed to know, because they should know if that's your person. We're all in these relationships, these friendships, these long-term situationships where we think person has learned us. Really going through the same thing. So it's like, what the fuck is the problem?
William Glass.
We're really on the same page.
And for that, it's like we're on the same team. But y'all think we're against y'all.
We just
we are not against y'all. We're on the same
Right here.
team.
We know Glass girl.
That's it. And let me tell y'all, in order for us to be your peace, stop giving us bullshit. How can we be your peace if you feeding us bullshit. Energy is transferred. If you're transferring dark energy to me, I'm gonna get that shit right back to you.
Period.
And you have to be real when you fucked up. Admit that you fucked up.
And accountability.
It's accountability.
But ladies, as we saying this, we definitely have to be our first teacher.
Yes.
That's the only way your message really gonna get across in the way that it needs to. Because we can say all of this and make it make sense, but we really have to look deep down inside and make sure that we actually are living what we know we feel like we should be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you
giving to us whatever you
and
want
you
to
have
be
to
giving.
show
Give yourself
that.
that first. Attract that within yourself for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then it will come to you.
Yeah, I feel like you just.
I'm just passionate about what I say. That's
Exactly.
all.
You need to move with love. Everything you do has to be with love. If you do everything with love, you cook for that man with love. I mean, he's not going to have a choice but to give it back to you.
But it starts with both people. You have to give the relationship.
Because we start that shit and we do that shit and then niggas still gonna do what he do.
I just feel like the niggas started doing what he do.
Continue to move forward.
It's up to you to stop it and
But
move
women
forward.
stay. That's the problem. Women stay.
But then the woman that take accountability of allowing herself to
and that's
accountability.
That's the problem. Women stay and they're bitter
Accountability.
about staying. They want to be rewarded.
Don't
for
lose yourself
staying
to somebody
some
that you
shit.
weren't
Like my
even
nigga.
I'm not gonna say that because once you love a person, once you fuck with a person, you're gonna try everything. You're gonna try to make it work.
But it's still gonna hurt you if they're not
It's
reciprocating
gonna
that
hurt
energy.
you. It's gonna hurt you, but it's not as easy for you to get up and walk away.
No, I agree. That's what I'm
So
saying.
that's why women really try to like stay and try to like work it out and try to fix a situation.
And that's
But
cool.
women give every aspect of themselves in the situation.
How many
and that's
times
the
will you keep?
problem.
How many times will you allow yourself to keep continuing to do it
mean,
until you realize that you're not getting what you deserve, to where you feel like, okay, I'm putting my foot down, I'm putting my boundaries up.
Women stay
At what
until they
point?
hate them. Women go into shit thinking this is real. Women go into a situation thinking it's a relationship.
Hey man,
We live a fairy tale.
I agree with you with that.
Yeah, we have expectations.
We
of
want
a
the fairy
husband.
tale.
We have expectations of a wife. But we don't
don't
speak these things because we think this is what is owed to us because we know what our fucking worth is. We don't say what the fuck we deserve. And we will let them show us, but it causes us to be bitter. It causes us to be resentful because we're expecting a certain thing and we really not getting that shit in return.
Exactly.
I agree.
There's no reciprocation.
And it's period. I feel like that's what we kind of like fuck up at or whatnot by talking to a nigga and putting our all in that nigga.
Right, so that's what Kayla was saying, like, don't
That's what we feel like they should be doing for us.
When we
don't
jump
cross a
into
certain boundary,
when you give
this
your
what
all,
we deserve from each
when you
other.
give your all and then that nigga fuck off on you, you have nothing
because
else.
honestly,
And
when
you
we jump
can't even
into
be mad because y'all really not even in a fucking relationship.
when we see a nigga and we start fucking with a nigga, we automatically think like the future. You get what I mean?
She give us
We don't think about just right now.
No.
Okay.
Date.
So y'all-
Date nobody else. It be that nigga. that
Nigga,
they're dating.
if we dating you, if we fucking, you my nigga.
That's why you
But
say
niggas
that.
don't have that mindset.
They don't have that mindset,
think like
so
that.
my mindset
You have to literally say
Damn
that.
out.
Then that nigga get cut
Nice,
off. Then
bitch.
that nigga get cut off. Then that nigga get cut
But
off.
like you didn't say I'm fucking around
Yeah.
or I'm dating around.
Yeah.
So you have this expectation. You only fucking this nigga and he only fucking you.
But
Whole time
He's fucking multiple.
around. He's
get what I mean?
dating. And
y'all
now you
never
mad because
y'all
you
never
didn't say
made
we're
it, so we go
exclusive.
together. You get what I mean?
I think what the problem is sometimes, man. What,
Come on.
I told you. I said, baby, you gonna sit down.
Because they can't hear you talking in the back.
You need to.
I'm right here.
I told y'all to let me.
In a perfect world, we need you.
So, y'all, we had to get a man's opinion. Introduce yourself.
Camera is rolling. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Tree.
Hey, Trey.
And this is Kia's husband. So, you found your person in this earthly realm. But we want to know. Yeah. We want to know your
Earthly and
opinion.
spiritual realm.
Do you believe that black women have made it hard for black men to love us?
She having a
Speak from your experience.
I feel like,
man.
honestly, most of the time it's like, I
Don't
feel
talk
like
no
it's
bullshit.
like, I ain't
Talk
talking
real.
no bullshit. As on some real shit, as I look around,
He
you
not
know what I'm saying?
gonna
As
be
a, also, like, me taking therapy and actually
Really?
sitting back, I can honestly say that the black woman has been abused and used, and you know what I'm saying, from generations. I'm not gonna take that away from that. I feel like there is a form of anger that is there that is being displayed due to the fact of, you know,
Therapy is
past
working,
tense things. But it's like, I mean, I have my own point of view. It's just my opinion. I feel like, in a sense, like a lot of black women aren't really mean. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Like, and I feel like that's where a lot of that shit come from. Like, it's like they don't really see that shit. It's like because it's like as a man, we grew up having to suppress all our feelings, and we're not looked at as an alpha if you don't suppress those feelings. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've dealt with girls the way I've been talking to them, and they don't tell me straight up like, oh you acting like a bitch or some shit. And I'm like, I'm acting like a bitch. Like, but this something that I would punch a nigga in his motherfucking face for. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what are we left with? Like, cause it's like some men who really just, you know what I'm saying, like civilized and just, you know what I'm saying, know how to argue and shit. You got these women who will fire off on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this man's showing a form of aggression, you gotta think for one, he's a man. So his aggression, of course, is gonna be you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you feel like, he's a fucking king. He's supposed to be alpha. Of course, you're supposed to feel
It ain't
like,
gonna make me feel
shit.
like, I'm
You know
gonna be
what
like, bad.
That's the problem.
Y'all bitch fucked up.
Let me tell you
If they ain't gonna urge you back.
Let me tell you why he's doing
in the way
You gotta
that you
think,
should
because
communicate
really, to be honest with you,
partner, bro.
what a lot of women don't know is us men, we are suckers to y'all aggression once y'all do it. That's why what you don't know is when we get y'all emotionally tapped in with yourselves already, period. As little girls, y'all grow up doing that shit. That's what menstruation is. You feel what I'm saying? It's a form of where a woman's mind's transferred into something else. Like, that's why you will have a girl who will be 11 years old looking at a 9-year-old little boy. Really, he's not that much younger than you. They be like, no, they want to date the guy that's 12, 13. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a whole cycle of this shit, and it started from way back then. Like, even with the CIA, like, really to bash black men and put them out of the homes was a part of the plan. But if, you know, people believe what they want to believe, I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
I believe that. It was
I
definitely
feel
part
as
of
though-
the white man's plan. That's the white man's plan. But as a black man, what do you do in your household so that your woman, your black queen, does not see you in the same sense as what the white man sees you as? Because if you portray that type of trait to a black woman, we're gonna see you the same way. How you expect us to see you different?
I'm gonna give you a scenario. Think about it like this. Like, most men, pretty much, to be honest with you, the only reason a man even do anything he fucking do is to get money and get attention from you. Am I right or am I wrong?
Right, man. Absolutely.
So technically, when he get the attention from the woman that he wants, technically you are the apple of his eye.
But he want them all.
That's some men.
Most men.
Not
Scratch that. Scratch that.
Hold on, let me tell you.
It's not some. It's most
That's the
men.
next
I
follow-up
already
question
know what
before
I'm
you
doing.
answer.
This is Aries, ain't it?
Your view, and if nobody else have your view, then you feel like you're right. That's not
You
right.
know motherfucking Aries straight stop
this is-
playing with me.
No,
But go ahead, sis.
I already know. You know why? Because I have a sister that's Aries. And one thing I can
I got a
honestly
sister,
say
a lot of
as
Aries,
well
a
that I
brother, a lot of
did was
Aries.
is
Hell, the person at my new job
actually
is
took
training
time to
me.
understand the factors of what a black. I didn't have no daddy growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was here, but He wasn't playing his position. You feel what I'm saying? So I respect.
These are not facts that she's speaking.
This is where the issue really comes in.
And I respect what she's saying.
It's even happening right here, right now. There is an emotional battle, and we're battling for masculinity that we shouldn't even be battling for. But basically, men are in a point to where they having to fight for their masculinity inside the house, to where they quote unquote supposed to be king. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and what he fighting is, he can't say stuff like, "Man, can we talk about this later?" You got some women that's like, "Nah, we gonna talk about this right now."
Right now. Why would you want to talk about it later if the situation is now? Why you want to talk about it later?
Are you trying to be productive, beneficial, and will that get your point across? No.
Are you trying to find something to come up with? Why you want to talk about it later?
That's the
why
right
you
answer.
I'm showing y'all right now why a man has the battle.
What I said, the real answer.
I'm not trying to fight. I'm being humble. I'm chill. I'm not argumentative. I'm letting them speak. I'm letting them talk. I'm not arguing with them or nothing. That's prime example of showing you what a man is doing, having to fight with his masculinity inside his own household, where he's supposed to quote unquote be king. She ready to attack every time. It's like the crouching tiger. Every time, ready to attack. Because it comes from a form of emotions. Everybody has emotions. The only problem with this situation is the woman can display her emotions, but the man, not an alpha, if he show any emotion in his household.
You can.
But first and foremost, guess what though? There's always
a lot of y'all niggas get out of control when y'all try to explode.
Always discipline for the man. If the man fuck up, it's always consequences for him. If the woman fuck up, no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm sorry, baby. And it's okay, babe. We got this. We good.
If a woman fuck up and we're not even talking about. If a woman fuck up, a man is done like that. Women
but y'all be so nonchalant about it like it don't matter.
No.
Why it ain't?
No. Why it ain't? If a woman fuck up, I'm telling you right now, a man is done. His feelings be so fucking hurt. He don't know how to deal with that shit. Women are strong. We deal with so much shit. We forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive.
Y'all so strong. Why you keep playing this weak shit when you keep pulling the weak woman?
It's not weak shit. Women be loving.
But listen though, this shit's so contradictory. I'm a strong black woman, but then when you ain't being strong,
first of all,
right now. But when the man goddamn nigga can lose his crib, his car, everything, I tell that nigga, you better step your game up. There's very few women out here who will say, "Come on, I'm gonna get you up."
I'm gonna let them talk.
There are very few women, but a woman can. Man, if a woman get put out her house right now, there's somebody that will take her in. A man. Man, you don't fuck around and sleep outside 30 days before you fuck around and find somewhere to sleep. You know why I know this? Because I'm a man myself. I seen
men take women in because they want to use them. They see their
They want to use them. Well, what the fuck? Listen, first and foremost, there will always be a form of use going on. There's a form of service. It's called servicing. That's the proper word. It's called servicing. It's not about catering. It's about servicing. If you think you're going to stand right here in my face in front of these 10 toes and ain't going to contribute to nothing, you might well move along. We can be spiritually connected as best friends. And you can step over here and do what you do.
I agree with you.
But you're not finna torture me with the way of life that you feel like. We either going to merge this shit and make it happen, or you can take your own ideal and find somebody who agree.
I agree.
I agree with your perspective.
And that's just what it is. That's the problem. Nobody wants to look at. This is the thing. Everybody want to say the man. I got homeboys right now that is in a situation where they good dudes take care of their kids. You know what they do. They might be trappers. You know what they do. But you ain't tripping when he pop up at their birthday with that Power Wheel and them fresh Jordans. But just because he don't do something on demand that you want to do, technically, if you got to go to work, it ain't his job to have to get the kid.
But
because now, if y'all came up with a time, first and foremost, wait. Hold on. Let me break it down to you what I'm saying. I'm finna break it down.
Yeah, break that shit all the way down.
Hold on.
Break that shit all the way down.
If it's my turn to get my child for that week, I don't come to you and ask you for nothing. I don't come to you. If it ain't his time, if it ain't that type of co-parenting, first and foremost, a lot of women don't realize you ain't even set no boundaries with your co-parenting with them. You just calling out shots. He needs this. I need you to do this. No, you're not finna talk to him first and foremost. Back again to the masculinity thing. Who's she talking to like that? Like, I'm gonna get it. If you come in, he really needs this. Now, there's some niggas out here who bullshit. I got a homeboy right now, I don't really fuck with him because of his way of thinking. You don't take care of your child, I can't expect you to look out for me. And if you doing something for me, and your baby mama gotta ask you for diapers, I'm a real one. They ain't have to ask me for no diapers. If they did, it's because I really didn't know. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm gonna have my own shit ready. Period. But that's a thing to where men are fucking up at on their end. You feel what I'm saying?
The woman asking for too much,
and then you got some women, man, who really abuse, who really using a child. Right now, my homeboy just got engaged. Yeah. She using that baby against that man. Why he can't see his baby? Oh, cause he ain't with you? You ain't never been a chosen one. Don't hurt him on the phone.
But do you know that? Controversial ass fucking topic for today.
One at a time, please.
They about to close out.
Okay, my ending statement. So the topic was, do black women make it hard for black men to love them?
Your opinion?
I feel at the end of the day that black women do not make it hard for black men to love them. I feel like there's a lot of things that are misconstrued because there's a lot of ineffective communication happening, and both parties have all these unrealistic, unexpected expectations from the other party that they're hoping to receive because they feel like they deserve them, but nobody's talking about it. So if you're not talking about it, your partner can't know that that's what the fuck you need. And that goes for both men and fucking women. We both go through things. We're both racially fucking profiled. Black women are black and they're fucking women. So that's 2 fucking strikes against them. Let's be real. And if you're not talking about what the issue is, you really cannot expect a satisfactory solution. At the fucking end of the day, you just can't. And that's my motherfucking TED Talk.
Alright, y'all, let's keep it at a 15 second minimum so everybody can you know what I'm saying?
Give y'all opinion.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to be next. I was just giving a suggestion.
Okay,
You ain't got no words.
Respectfully.
All I gotta say is that you guys cannot blame the black woman for the shortcomings of the black man. Like, you can't blame the black woman. Like, we are individuals and we all have to step up and play our role, whatever that role may be. And if you're not stepping up playing your role, then you can't blame the next person.
That's it.
Period, point blank.
Okay, so I just feel as though, even though I understand it's about black women, but regardless of race, I just truly feel like as a human race in general, we have to truly allow ourselves to humble ourselves, to allow one another to speak and truly listen and put ourselves in that person's shoes in order for us to, as a whole, be able to just respect one another on the same page. Everybody's, verbalizing things and just coming out in a physical sense, all because they lack trust and understanding. They don't believe that that person's going to give them the same respect, love, and energy that they truly, really want to give out. But if both parties just drop the shit that's holding them back, at the same time, on both parties, it'll be so amazing. But who's gonna do it? Can it be done at the same time? My answer is yes, if you both allow yourselves to do so. I don't feel like it has to be one and then the other, or one versus the other. Why can't two parties, two people, whether if you a woman in a woman relationship or a man in a man relationship, regardless, friendship, this is just human nature in general. And we have to start giving each other respect and putting ourselves in the other person's shoes for us to be able to
reciprocate each other's love.
Yes.
It's all about reciprocation. Like you give out what you get, or you get what you give out, or whatever you want to say.
We truly have to allow ourselves to
y'all know
put ourselves in the space to let go of that fear of being hurt and trust and believe that your partner's going to respect you and do what they say. Set expectations. Verbalize, set expectations, and allow yourself to fully hear the other person without automatically having a response. Because if you're the type of person where you automatically have a response, that means your brain going. And if your brain constantly going, telling you shit, how can your ears even fully be listening?
That means you're listening to respond.
Exactly.
And not listening to overstand.
Both parties got to do it at the same time in order for it to be mind-blowing. It can be done. It's all a part of, do you want to have the faith? Do you want to believe that it can be? You already know what it is like now. So why not put yourself in a situation? What do you have to lose for it to be great?
Period.
Drop some mic. That's all I have to say.
Okay, pick the mic up. Pick the mic up here.
Yeah.
And drop it.
Should have had a mic. I don't want to drop it.
Okay, so my closing statement is, when we all learn to love each other and have that love from within, you start to get an abundance of love. And once you have an abundance of love, you have enough to give out. If you don't have love within already, you definitely don't have abundance and you don't have none to give out. So that goes back to work on yourself first. When you work on yourself, you have so much love. You're going to have enough to give out. You're going to have that light beaming from within, to where that law of attraction is going to kick in, and that right person, your person that is for you, is going to come to you. That person that is for you is going to have, it's okay, hey baby, come here. That person that is for you is basically, they're going to have that light beaming from within. Because once you love yourself, you're not going to accept the bare minimum anymore. You're going to know what your standards are. You're going to know what red flags to look for, and everything is just going to align, perfectly. So I think that's where we need to start, with loving ourselves. And then once you love yourself and you have that abundance of love, you have enough love to give to someone else. And you can reciprocate each other's love back and forth.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Anybody
you must love yourself before you love anyone else.
Yeah. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and feel the thing. It's okay to feel the thing. Stop feeling as though that you don't want to feel what it is that you need to be feeling, because it's a part of the process, it's a part of the journey. Stop trying to sweep it under the rug, or, mask it or put on some type of front, because who are you putting on that front for? You're doing it for yourself, and it's hurting you at the end of the day. Just be open, honest, and vulnerable with yourself first. And don't worry about the response, you know what I'm saying, on what you expect from the next person. Because that's where you mess up at. You got to be doing it for yourself first.
Exactly. And I believe that we are all afraid of getting our feelings hurt by somebody else. You are in control of your own feelings.
The first step is to love yourself before you love the next.
Even if somebody else relapses, you keep doing what the hell you know you're supposed to be doing. Don't worry about them. Because at the end of the day, your path is way different from their path. So what? They relapse. And now you feel like, oh my God, I'm snatching my trust back. You relapsed on me. You said you weren't going to do that. You can't allow yourself to fully conform in that. You got to keep being strong for you. There's a sub, is it aggravating? Like, damn, I'm tired of being the bigger person. Damn, who's going to be the bigger person for me? It's cool, advocate that. But advocate it respectfully in a way that where it's going to get your point across. And sometimes the end result of that is just like physically you doing what it is that you need to do by just leading by example. Period.
Exactly.
If you a boss, how you say you a boss. If you that, whatever how you say you are. If you independent, how you are. Start from within. Be independent from within. Be a boss from within. Nothing nobody else doing in their past should sway you, no matter what their attachment is. People need to start learning how to have healthy attachments and not unhealthy attachments. And start taking accountability and responsibility for what you choose. In whatever avenue in life that it may be.
Amen.
On that note, I'm out, y'all. Peace, love, and harmony.
Thank y'all for tuning in. There is going to be a part 2. We are going to have another man, because we did have a man on this one. We're going to have another man next week and get a male's opinion, because we do love our man regardless of how we talk about them on the show. We still love y'all.
Happy 2020. Renew your mindset.
Nothing but the best for y'all. I'm gonna go home.
And so this is going to be a 3-part episode. So tune in again next week. It's going to be dope. Thank y'all. Say bye, y'all.
Being new, you don't go back to the
Oh, listen.
Embrace the new
girl. Pretty girl, how you doing?
Go ahead.
Go to the shop.
Period. Yes.
And Kayla, tell us what is this about?
This is my business, Pretty Girl Shit. I also have a male's line called Big Banks Apparel, as well as a female, a children's line. I'm sorry, Miss Pretty Girl. So definitely shop with me. Coming soon in March. So yeah.
Tell us again, what's your Instagram?
Shop with Kayla Banks, Pretty Girl Shit.
Pretty Girl Shit.
And y'all also make sure y'all follow our YouTube channel, Sip and Seek. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow our Instagram channel, Sip in the letter N, Seek.
And
follow our IG. Y'all following our IG?
I just seen it today.
I just follow you on Instagram.
They not following.
Y'all follow. And again, thank y'all.
Bye.